Welcome back, sports gamers. It's The Natural, and we get a ton of questions each year regarding Madden NFL, and I thought it'd be beneficial to our fans to answer some of the most asked ones to the best of my ability. Here at Sports Gamers Online, we do our best to bridge the gap between the community and the developers, so tune in for the top 10 most asked questions about Madden NFL.
Online is the #1 source for the sports gamer.
For so many years now, the NFL has had all of the coaches in Madden, but Bill Belichick, Sean Payton, some of the game's greatest are still not in there. Why is that?
Bill Belichick and Sean Payton are not in NFL Coaches Association. Just like in Madden 2001, which is the first game to feature real coaches with the exception of Belichick and Parcells, because neither of them were part of NFL Coaches Association. Due to this, Madden has no rights to their likeness, even though their playbooks are accurately depicted in the game. You will most likely see Sean Payton in a future game, but I doubt we will ever see the great hooded one in Madden.
Why doesn't Madden have real and true physics in the game?
There actually are physics in the game, but it's not solely physics driven, as that would ignore many of the ratings of the players. For example, according to physics, a 250-pound fullback with a head of steam would run over a 200-pound strong safety regardless of his hit power or tackling ratings. I'm sure this would infuriate many players to see their all-pro hard-hitting safety get run over by a 60 overall waiver wire fullback. So Madden has the challenge of finding a balance between actual pure physics where momentum and speed and weight are involved, and some scripted animations that rely on players' ratings and also make the game look good. Madden continues to make strides forward in this category since they debuted the physics engine and should continue to improve.
All this new great equipment coming out, one sleeves, Under Armour, new Nike equipment, but yet Madden still will not put it in the game. Why won't they have new and updated equipment?
Licensing is one part of it, another is feedback. While there are some very vocal fans who demand new and updated gear each year, overall there are not enough people who really care about it to warrant the resources dedicated to it. Nike is an official equipment provider at NFL, so that limits some of the equipment they're allowed to have on the players. Another factor is simply time and money. In game development, you have a finite amount of resources and a limited amount of time to dictate a certain amount of tasks you can complete before your deadlines. The Madden development team has always been focusing more on building a solid gameplay foundation and prioritizing that over polished items like equipment.
TeamPlay was something that everyone really loved. The community got so into it. They really backed it. And then it was removed. Why did they remove TeamPlay?
EA has a very detailed user metric system. The development team monitors all data across each mode, setting, and gameplay used. TeamPlay just wasn't very popular despite what the vocal minority might lead you to believe. It had a following, but ultimately did not make the cut as developers chose to focus on other parts of the game. I do, however, think this feature will be improved and brought back eventually.
Why is there any features at all that EA removes from the previous games that we love?
EA does not just remove features, but with each console generation, features have to be rebuilt and put back in. The popular features, according to detailed metrics from the game, are included right away as they are played more frequently by a greater number of people, while many of the other features are put on a priority list to be redone and applied back in future iterations of the game or scrapped altogether.
What was the reason that EA even bought the NFL exclusive license?
EA did not own rights to any NFL product until Madden 94, where you saw the first actual teams, and in Madden 95 you saw the real players. In 2005, EA and NFL and NFL Players Association signed an exclusive deal that extended until 2009 and has since been continued to be renewed. Despite the uproar over the lack of competition in the video game football market, it really has been a lucrative deal for both parties. Madden saw its highest sales ever between 2005 and 2009, where it sold upwards of 8 to 10 million copies each year. While sales have recently not been as high, Madden 15 still amassed roughly 6 million copies sold. According to the NFL Players Association, top spokesman George Atala, EA is one of their best partners, so I really don't see the licensing exclusive deal ending anytime soon.
The coin toss is such a small feature, but it sets up the entire beginning of the game, deciding who kicks, who receives, and which way to defend for when you get to halftime. Why was it removed?
The coin toss was removed simply to streamline the game. From a developer's point of view, you want your clients in the game playing it as fast and smooth as possible. Taking out an extra 10 to 15 second feature that can essentially be accomplished exactly the same way in the menu was a no-brainer. Outside of the playoffs, how often do you even watch the coin toss in an NFL game?
Being a CFM player, I obviously mostly play CFM and play so little MUT, and every single year I see so much improvement to MUT and so little to CFM. Why is that the case?
I don't believe so from what I've seen. Even though MUT is very lucrative for EA because of the additional revenue always brought in from it, they actually are given the same amount of resources as CFM. The total CFM community is larger, but the MUT community appears to be more active. Many CFM leagues tend to die down around the end of the NFL season, but MUT is usually played up until the next Madden release. Over the past couple of Maddens, CFM has taken huge strides forward from just the bare minimum online franchise, which didn't have any of the fair trades or content past your basic schedule and roster, to your now fully fleshed out CFM experience with owners, coaches, draft stories, dynamically randomly generated draft classes, and so on and so forth.
Why doesn't Madden have all these NFL concepts in the game, like run pass options, exotic offenses and defensive formations, and things like that? Why are they not in Madden?
The Madden development team has access to footage of every single NFL snap taken. They employ NFL caliber coaches, so they are aware of the latest NFL schemes, packages, and plays. It is just a matter of being able to put it in the game and maintain a solid gameplay balance that's also fun. When adding a new scheme or concept, they must be aware of splash damage that can break other systems in the game or may be overpowered compared to your other plays. Rest assured, over time, many new schemes and NFL concepts will be introduced as they're able to successfully include them.
And my last question, most importantly, everyone's favorite game, NCAA football. Where is it? What happened to it? And when is it coming back?
Player likeness and the $1 billion racket, which is the NCAA, of course. For more detailed information on this, check out one of our many articles and videos on this exact subject. Hashtag bring back NCAA football. Hopefully this answers some of your questions we see on social media, YouTube, and the site all the time. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more Madden NFL news, tips, and reviews from your favorite sports games. This is The Natural. I'm out. To the QB rollout. In Madden, defenders are often lost when the QB begins to scramble. Defenders either break from their assignments or stand in the middle with no clue what to do, often either leaving wide open lane for the QB to run or receivers streaking up the field wide open. Sometimes defenders cover empty zones and watch the QB scramble. Other times they come up leaving receivers open behind them. Combined with the playmaker mechanic, you can break almost any zone with the scrambling play.